Nah, DJ Akademiks is moving his cocoa bread and Guinness stout infused muscles all over his ex-mentor Charlamagne right now. On Akademiks' most recent stream, he made some crazy threats towards Charlamagne, and when I say threats, I mean exposés. I mean, he's now trying to target Charlamagne's family in case things get way too rocky.
Yo, Charlamagne got a family, bro. Like, I got no family. You know I get down with beef. Nigga. If me and Charlamagne was beefing, his kids and his wife is up on the screen. Facts.
Getting the family involved is gonna cause massive damage. Now, we've never really seen Charlamagne crash out. Like, we haven't seen Charlamagne really drag anybody per se. We haven't really seen Charlamagne explode. Usually, he's one of the calmer people. He's on video, alright, in a compromising position, of course, and we know about that video where he is clearly being mobbed on by Little Kim's goons and what have you. And now his former student Akademiks is going against him because Akademiks says that Charlamagne snaked him because he secretly was working for Roc Nation and may have been relaying them personal information about DJ Akademiks. But Akademiks is in full crash out mode, prived up. That means Hennessy, by the way, prived up. He is ready for action, champ. In this segment of this stream, Akademiks is moving like he's a Jamaican mob boss. I'm not gonna lie, I see Lennox all throughout this stream.
Oh, and I'm telling y'all, I'm willing to apply vigorous belts. The rest of like the other opponents, I gave Jeremy Bell to never came back. The Luna, that was a Charlamagne write-off. Who else? Who on my ops, chat? Who's on my ops? Who's on my ops? Chat, I gotta go off like this because I ain't gonna cap with you. I ran out of money. I went from $10K to $120. Who my ops? Ebro? Yo, Ebro's a bump. Hey, Ebro. You went to Apple Music, they're doing clipping. Let me tell you this, and this is the thing I tell Charlamagne and all of them. This is what the new generation is. All the clipping, it's mine. So as soon as that Apple Music budget, we gonna spend that. We gonna spend that. Maybe not me personally, but the homies gonna spend it. Not none of y'all niggas really like that. Come on, like stop playing, bro. So yeah, I got told that. So Ebro lame ass. He got fired from Hot 97. He got a show on what's that show? On Apple Music. He convinced Apple that nigga need clipping. Apple gave them a budget. Not only are they clipping for the Apple Music show, he's using part of the budget to clip for the Rosendweeb, Lauren, and E-Bum show. So he's double dipping. I don't care. Like, see, if I was on some Charlamagne, because that's another thing I ain't like about the Charlamagne. Charlamagne come blowing a whistle with some shit that you don't gotta blow a whistle with. Like, yo, Charlamagne, like, imagine listening to you on the radio and was trying to report to the FCC every time you made a violation. It's like police shit. I wouldn't do that.
Now the pot is cool and the kettle black. Now all of a sudden, Charlamagne is the police for going to the FCC. Ak says he would never do those things, but I do not believe Ak. I just gotta be real about the situation, champ. You were someone who said you are an avid police caller. Will call the cops and will rat if necessary. And you also associate with people who will do the same. Alright? You and Charlamagne are like two peas in a pod. Y'all are very much alike. He's your mentor. Listen, this is a like father, like son situation. But the student always surpasses the master, which is why Akademiks right now is moving the way he's moving, because he knows he has leverage over Charlamagne. You rag Ak with no hat, being incredibly drunk, was not on my 2026 bingo card. This version of Ak didn't make the bingo card. I just gotta be real. Ak is about to start saying things that literally should end in a very nasty fashion. I'm not gonna lie. What Ak is going to say to Charlamagne and maybe some others is gonna lead to some very ugly situations. I low-key think Ack might be underestimating the power that Charlamagne has to some degree too, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Charlamagne told Ack things, but I think Charlamagne only told Ack things that he wanted Ack to know, not every single detail. But I have to say, this is one of Ack's most subtle yet evil crash outs yet.
Yo, Charlamagne sitting. No, and I do gotta say this. I'm gonna say this on extreme too. Charlamagne probably think I told Whack because everything he's hearing told Charlamagne. Nigga, I told him exactly where all that. Like, nigga, I'm a little plain dumb, but I'm not plain dumb because not everything, but most things that Whack is saying, the source came to me. Nigga, never going. I told Charlamagne where it came from, this and third. We had conversations like that. That's another reason like the Charlamagne confusing me. Ask Charlamagne. I told him exactly who sent me the So when he talking about, no, I was just trying to help Act. How? When I told you about trying to plot on you, I told you who did it. You're telling me, but you can't tell me where it's from. Man, that's fake, man. I gotta stop. Nigga told me exactly. And again, because I'm still on some, like, I'm not trying to bomb on it crazy, but that's also where I feel like we're at a teetering spot because it's going to get there. It's going to get to a point I'm going to tell I always say, like, the more y'all try to impugn my integrity and act like I'm lying, I'll tell the truth if it makes me look bad. Everything with Charlotte is, like, light right now. Trust me. Like, that Roc Nation shit, I knew Charlotte was rocking with Roc Nation. Now, not as deep as it was. So that mold that really helped me. I ain't know he was rocking like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Charlotte would call me. Like, Charlotte would call me. I tell him how much I'm getting paid. I tell him what I'm doing, what my next move is, what my offer is. He called me during the Spotify. I break some news. Like, Spotify, after Joe tried to get Charlotte, they tried to offer him like 40 M's or something. Charlotte stayed with the Breakfast Club. Remember, it's the big three. If you can't get Joe, you can't get Charlotte, you got to get Big Act. They came over here, whatever. We did what we did. Wheel and deal. Me and Charlotte, we talking about this. Bro, so me and Charlotte is like, I feel like I got this like rapport with the Yo, if he asks me like some privileged questions, which I would never say, I would tell him that's my man's. So for the people who be like, why is Act mad? I'm like, I told this how much I'm in pay. I told him every move I got. I've never looked at him and be like, let me watch my words. Ever. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I also believe him because he also told me things I never thought that he would ever say. Like, he would never tell somebody who is not his friend.
So you see the Akademiks is saying, look, if y'all trying to throw lies or try to paint narratives on me, guess what I'm gonna do, champ? I'm gonna tell it all. I'm gonna tell everything I know. Remember, I said this about a good 2 years ago. If I go down, everyone goes down. He said this verbatim. He meant it. All right, and this was literally him saying this about Roc Nation too, by the way. All right, and it might have been in regards to Diddy as well. Right, this was around when Diddy was still in court and etc. Before he got locked up completely. Right, before he got sentenced, and now he is going down memory lane on his dealings with Charlamagne and the things that they told each other. And I'm pretty sure he kept a lot of secret things, sensitive things that Charlamagne have told him, all right, and documented it. He may have that in the stash, just in case. I mean, I'm sure he does now, if he didn't have it already, right? So, if Charlamagne is snaking Act behind the scenes, which he possibly could have been doing, because Roc Nation do not like Akademiks. Listen, man, money gonna talk. They could give Charlamagne a certain type of bag to get info on Akademiks. And we don't know if anyone got recorded phone calls or what. But Roc Nation got tabs on Act for sure. But Act also doesn't understand that New Jersey police allegedly are also on his tail. But it might be in disguise as Roc Nation too at the same time. I made a video on that. Y'all should check it out, by the way. But, man, I don't know. it's getting very crazy, and Ack continued to talk crazy because the talks got even worse. Ack went into full mafia mode out of nowhere. Yeah, the jerk mafia is talking crazy. If you ain't hit the like button though, I need you to smash that like button right now as we continue.
Right. Those things I'm still at the point I'm not repeating. I'm not repeating. And I do want to dispel, like, maybe some of the stuff Wack said I may have heard about, but I didn't tell Wack to say it. I don't want none of that going on. Yo, Charlamagne got a family, bro. Like, nigga, I don't damn family. You know I get down with beef, nigga. If me and Charlamagne was beefing, his kids and his wife is up on the screen. Facts. Y'all know I get, bro. I'm a devious, bro. Like, nigga, I'm gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes when shit happen to me, I'm like, yo, bro, Ack, you know you one of them. What you mean to my shot, nigga? My shot. Oh. But on some real shit, yeah, I don't got problems with Charlamagne like that. I just want him to get out of the way, bro. Just get out of the way, nigga. This like Jay-Z Cole you doing, like, get out of the way, nigga. Like, I got real problems with him, nigga.
Now, to me, this is the most extreme disrespect possible. Because Charlamagne is his former mentor, right? Has helped him throughout his career. And now Ack is talking to him like he's a little guy, pretty much. He says, get out the way. You doing a lot of Hove Frank holding, champ. Yeah. You doing a lot of holding of Hove, champ. You should chill out. You should get out the way before we start moving. It's pretty much what Akademiks is saying. God says that he will put the man's children as well as his wife on the big Summer Jam screen, champ, for all to see. And maybe he knows something about his family that we don't know because he had a personal relationship with this guy who was supposedly snaking him behind the scenes, champ. Yeah. Well, Ack wants him to get out the way before it gets nasty. This is Ack giving Charlamagne a warning. Basically, he's exercising his ginger bear infused muscles. I said it in the very beginning of this video. Ack thinks he is the big homie right now, champ. He didn't even wear a fitted. He just got a do-rag on, champ. Who put Ack on, champ? Who invited him to the cookout? Because apparently he's there. And apparently he has something up his sleeves in case things get way too froggy. And he's ready for war, apparently. He's issuing smoke. He's saying, yo, listen, this is your last warning, Charlamagne. I'm telling you right now, move out the way. Because once I go off this absolutely no holds barred, I'm going all the way, uncut, raw, pause. Okay? That's what Ack is trying to say here. It's gonna get very ugly this summer, as far as I'm concerned. I just kind of feel like Akademiks is underestimating what Charlamagne could do. That's how I'm looking at it. I just gotta be real about the situation. Gang, how do y'all feel about this in the comment section, man? Do y'all think Akademiks is going way too far? And do you think that Charlamagne has more power than he's actually being credited for? Listen, I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this, man. How is the disrespect levels right now, champs? And if you ain't smashed the like, we need you to hit that like button right this minute. Up these likes now, as well as hitting that hype button, which is also incredibly key to helping the mayor's growth, man. If you got hype points, we need all the points, gang, like Will Chamberlain. Also, if you're brand new, we need you to make sure you subscribe right now. Turn on every single notification bell so you get all of the mayor's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only mayor, New York Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Listen, go to the pinned comment, watch the next video, as well as joining the mayor's Discord right this moment. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.